You looked at this?
I'm a encyclopedia of knowledge.
Are you? What's 81 times 49?
That's not really encyclopedia type stuff. The
Wait,
encyclopedia is more like facts and like
hold on.
information.
Wait, let my man try.
It's not like calculation.
Hold on, Tanner. All right. All right, so you said 81 times 49, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that would be 4,000 minus. Hold on for it. Give me. Can I just get like 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Right? So you do 81 to 8 times 5 would be 4,000, right? You would minus that. That would give you 3820, and then you would add 81. So 3920 plus 81. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. I'm serious. Hold on. 3920 plus 49 would give you then 3920 plus 49 would give you 39. I think it's 3969.
That's right.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. 3,969. He is a calculator
Wow.
Yeah.
at some level.
It's a little slow calculator, but yeah.
Damn.
That's very
No,
impressive.
because it would have been
Also-
faster if y'all didn't put the pressure on me, but I felt like I had to.
Also, what style of math were you using?
You were like,
Yo, it's New York City public education. Yo. They taught me back in the day.
you were doing some shit where I've never heard anybody.
You said subtraction.
Yeah, you were like adding and subtracting shit. And I'm like, this is multiplying. Where the fuck did he start?
No, because like how I did it, and like honestly how I do it is like you just pretty much like you see how you give me like an 8 at 80.
Yeah.
So I just took like 8, and then I took in 49. I rounded up to 50.
Yeah.
So that would give you 40, and then you take away.
This is New York City math. That's just rounding and then like you figuring it out. Yeah, that's great. That was awesome, Al.
Thank you. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Did we record that?
Yep.
Hell yeah. What an opening for episode number 52. Welcome to the Sub Podcast. My name is Chris Cheney. Across from me, the mathematician himself.
Lawrence DeLoach.
Then to my angle, we have,
Becky Rodriguez.
yes, Human Places. And then we have the God himself to my left.
Young G.
Young G, Young L, Young I, Young L. Then the rest, Little Kinky 69 is here. Tanner
Lil
Williams.
King 69.
Thank you. Hello. I'll add cheering.
Yeah. Yes. A round of applause for you. Well, here we are, guys. What a great way to start. So what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just I'm still like in shock because I got that. Like not in shock, but like I'm like, yeah, I know that shit. You know what's funny because the reason why I'm not the fastest math processor, but when I worked at the Gap, a lot of my friends would always like want discounts. And like, and I would have to do like, they'd be like, oh, if I get this plus this, how much would this be? And then like, you had to figure out the tax, which was like 8.25, I think back in the day. So I was like, really like, I had to be sharp with like that type of number. So
Who knew working at the Gap would make you good at math?
I mean, shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah, those are the days, man.
Is there anywhere you want to start specifically?
Chris, you know what? I'm letting you fucking like pilot this shit, man.
All right, cool. I'm gonna take a sharp left here. Did you see that Coogee is suing the Nets and all that shit?
Okay, I was on a sports blog and I kind of just skimmed over it.
Yeah.
But when I saw, for those of you listening out there, obviously the Brooklyn Nets, they the Notorious B.I.G. is, he's Brooklyn to the core. He's,
absolutely
one of the best rappers. Him, Jay-Z, those, and Biggie used to rock Coogee.
Yeah,
all the
infamously, he had the line where it was living better now, Coogee sweater now. Yes.
And I feel like the Brooklyn Nets they started selling, like I was in Foot Locker the other day and they was selling a Biggie number 72. It said number 72 Biggie, and then it had like the little Coogee.
Well, all right, so they have a camo, for anyone who doesn't know, that I loosely call it a camo, but it's a repeat pattern that kind of might resemble Coogee sweater. And I didn't even think about it until I saw the headline where I was like, I guess I could see that. But it's it's like this camo that they have, but I guess Coogee is sort of it's closely resembled enough. Like I guess if you Google Coogee Nets, then like that stuff comes up.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to sue New Era, the Nets, and Nike for using that camo.
I'm gonna say this might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like this whole like that shit is like on some cultural appropriation type shit. When I saw it, I was like, yo, come on, what the Nets trying to unless they giving Biggie's mom or his estate a lot of money for this shit. It's like I feel like they just using his name to sell shit, which I didn't really I didn't like that from the jump. And then I saw like the Coogee, and then I was like the print, and I was like, this just. So
you really think they're trying to ride the wave on that?
Hell yeah, trying to ride the wave, yo. So like some like 10-year-old kid can make his mom, and he don't know shit about Biggie. It's just like it just felt weird, bro. Like like even when I saw it, and like I've been to plenty of Nets games like in Brooklyn, and I'm like the vibe. Obviously, it's Brooklyn, but it's not Brooklyn, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I remember, I think this was like a year ago. I was, because we make NBA bags at Spray Ground. So I remember they were like, oh, we have a new pattern. We guys want you to make a new shark bag with it. I got it. I was like, well, this is a weird thing. But it never once occurred to me. Biggie, Coogee, none of that shit ever came into my mind when I got the pattern from them. I was just like, I don't understand what the fuck this is. But yeah, I made the bag or whatever. It's out, I think. I don't know. I don't really follow up with some of the stuff I make. But I never occurred to me any of that shit. So when I saw it and I was trying to put it together, and I was like, kind of a reach to me.
It's definitely a reach.
Yeah.
Not only is it a reach, but it's just like I said, it just screams like it screams New Brooklyn. If that makes makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It just screams like the most un-Brooklyn thing you can do.
Really? You think so?
It did. Like I said, because when I was in Foot Locker and I saw it, and I kind of just laughed to myself, because it's like everything that my Brooklyn forefathers who got priced out of their fucking apartments, stood like they're like, nah, son, we don't stand for this shit. And then all of a sudden now it's like, yo, man, you wear your Biggie Coogee Brooklyn Nets jersey, get your free ice cream, you know what I'm saying, ride your bike lane. It's like it just screams everything that like Brooklyn it wasn't about. Because I think honestly, if Big saw that shit today, I think Big would probably slap the shit out of whoever even came up with that idea. Because that's just how I just feel.
Big would be slapping a lot of people if he was alive today. He probably look around and go, "What the fuck?
What's going on, man?" First, I think if Big was still alive, I don't even think he would live in Brooklyn. People would be like, "Who is this guy?" It would just be weird, man. It just felt weird, man. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen to you talk about it, I can kind of see where you're coming from. The New Brooklyn thing is hilarious. I never looked at it that way.
It just screams, like I said, yeah, it's not, to me, it's not cool, man.
Yeah, I guess.
And I understand why Coogee is suing, because it definitely felt like,
Yeah. The thing about Coogee is that they're one of the most recognizable garments. I don't want to say brands because I don't think a lot of people know Coogee like that. But it's so weird because like you can't trademark that shit because it's like a mishmash of just like different. I don't even know how to explain like how would you explain Coogee to somebody? It's if someone fucked up knitting like for hours. That's what it looks like.
If you watch, the Cosby Show, Cosby used to.
Oh, Cosby! I didn't think about Cosby. Yeah, damn.
I looked up Coogee nets, and all that came up was in Australia. There's a place called Coogee, and they put up nets in the ocean to block shark attacks. So, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You don't know what brand this is, Tanner?
No,
I'll show you.
And you said if you Google Coogee nets, this will come up, and all it is.
I Google Coogee nets, and see, look, it's the first thing that comes up for me. It's the jersey.
I spelled Coogee a different way.
But Becky, it looked like you had something to say.
I mean, it honestly, it looks like wool weaving. Like a lot of people do, a lot of like women do, like wall hangings and stuff. That's the kind of fabric it reminds me of.
Yeah, like you can't
like macrame type deal.
You can't trademark the fucking like a pattern like that.
But you know what? The Nets call it Brooklyn Camo.
Yeah,
which is like, all right, we're gonna take your shit and we're gonna call it something else, and it's no, that's not. Come on, man. They're selling Biggie jerseys. Like, you understand? Like,
Yeah.
Biggie, number 72, Nike and the NBA,
Hilarious.
that's what I'm saying. For you're talking $175 with Brooklyn camo, and no, come on, man, no.
So you're not a fan.
No, I was not a fan when I saw it, and I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad Coogee is actually,
Everybody get in trouble, man. Everyone's stealing from each other. I mean, last week we were talking about like Fashion Nova and shit. Like, I for some reason am like more okay with this than I am most things I see.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because I think it's a reach on everybody's end. And did we ever talk about how like Jay-Z said he made that logo himself, the Nets logo?
We never talked about it, but I've heard him,
Yeah, fucking it's so funny. Just imagine Jay-Z and with Adobe open at Illustrator going like, no, dog, I got to change the font. I can't do it, Jay-Z. Can you do it, Jay?
Wow.
Nope, won't even attempt.
That was bad. Sorry, guys. Everybody listening, I apologize for that.
No,
Nike's getting in so much trouble, dude.
With
This,
the Zion shit?
the Zion shit. And did you see that 2 Chainz was complaining that they ripped off his...
Pretty Girls Like Trap?
Yeah, that
The
cover.
album cover?
Yeah, did the Trap House thing.
Yeah.
Which we talked about this a while ago, but we all kind of agreed, I think, where after Virgil started writing shit, that everyone's going to have, like, handwriting shoes.
Yeah, Nike definitely has done that.
Yeah.
Even you'll see, I think that's the thing about fashion, bro. I think no matter how original you think your design is, someone else is going to be like, hey, I did that shit.
Yeah, so I guess the kid's name was Nathan Bell, the artist who did it for Nike.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have more clearance meetings. Every brand needs to have more clearance meetings because it's like he definitely probably had a picture of that shit, right? Like he probably had a mood board where like that album cover was there, and then fucking he was just like, all right, like I'll use this shit, and then all of a sudden, like now the shoe's out, and obviously 2 Chainz is mad. Like why can't they like have more clearance about this stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see that example, but
Here, I'll pull the thing up for you. 2 Chainz, but I got a few on.
But like designs don't come from nowhere. Like people aren't designing original things. They're copying and remixing like what other people made.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen the cover of the album, Becky, but here's a good example because there's the cover. Yeah. So take a look at that. I don't know, man. Everyone keeps ripping. I don't know what to. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like if I was someone at Nike, I'd be like, that looks like the 2 Chainz album. And if everyone was okay with that, I'd be like, all right, no, this is where we need to fix the guidelines. It's like something needs to change with this shit because this is getting a little out of hand,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, it's not the 2 Chainz album.
But I mean, if 2 Chainz album was a shoe, that's what it would look like.
Sure, but like other people, like that's a legitimate inspiration for designing something, don't you think?
Yeah, but I mean, it's too close to me.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's so crazy that that's even being compared. No, it just looks like a shitty like kid, like the joke I made on the intern show a few weeks ago, like teen girls drawing on their shoes. That's just what it looks like.
What do you think, El?
It just looks like shitty kids like got a Sharpie and was like, fuck it.
I think what happens is because that sneaker is like pinkish. Mm-hmm. I think 2 Chainz, but I think 2 Chainz is reaching. I think not reaching.
So you think this is a reach? Because I'm more on board with this than I am like the Coogee call out.
Let me see that one more.
I feel like it's a big reach.
I think it's slight reach. But
Chris is mad.
no, Chris. Here's my thing, and this is I'll say this. I think people, everyone's like, well, that looks like mine, and that's mine. Like, I also feel like that's like with any art form too, like stand up, like especially like stand up comedy or like you have a joke, right, and someone's like you do the joke, and someone is like, I did that joke 6 years ago, you stole my joke, and you're like, dude, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's so many close parallels and ways that things can be looked at as this is mine and mine only, but I don't know, because once again, whoever made it, are they saying, are they like, all right, let's scan every album cover ever, and we're like, maybe once again, maybe they saw the album cover was an inspiration. We don't know.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to say, man.
I don't know, man. I was also thinking about, because, Bernie's running again, right?
Yeah, I fucks with Bernie.
But Balenciaga had that whole thing.
Which I thought was one of the best clothing campaign like stuff in a long time.
Yeah,
that
so
was amazing.
For the listener, if you're not like political and don't like follow high fashion, what basically Balenciaga did before they this is right before they popped off with like the sock sneaker and shit, right? This was kind of pre all that weird shoe shit they were started doing. But they basically flipped Bernie's logo to say Balenciaga instead of Bernie. Mm-hmm. Now with him running again, do you think they're going to go back to that?
I don't think they'll go back. I think they'll figure out something. They'll figure out something to do.
I just got scared because I was like, oh shit! If every one of these high brands picks somebody and like does the logo flip and runs with them like that, then this is going to be annoying. I don't want to. I'm too much politics, man. Get out of here. Can I just wear clothing that's not political? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's a scary thing though. I feel like everyone might take a side. Were you going to say something, Tanner?
Yeah, I feel like if there had to be a high fashion brand that like did a flip on one of the president's logo, I think if they did with Donald Trump, I feel like that would go well together. Louis Vuitton, Donald Trump, VL, DT. I feel like those two. I just like both are like flashy and like wants to make gold buildings.
Louis Vuitton would get destroyed.
Yeah, they get. I was like, I'm over at Tanner. Like, what do you?
No, I don't.
What are you thinking?
I don't think they should I don't think they should as a good marketing move, but I think it would be a good design.
I mean, you want Louis Vuitton to collaborate with a guy who doesn't even look like he wears he looks like he wears like Sears clothing. Like that's where you're at right now. Like I don't know.
Donald Trump in a Sears is actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
he's like looking at Kenmore dishwashers. Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think it only works
like the bed section, jumping in on all the beds. No, okay. I just want to see Donald Trump just running through a Sears, just fucking it up.
I bet they're gonna bring it back though. It doesn't seem like they would just let that one fly. You know what I mean? Because
there's something. Yeah.
Yeah. If Bernie didn't run again, then I could see them kind of let it die. But now he's back. That was one of the most popular things that they came out with that year. So
yes, it's I still see people wearing that. Balenciaga. It was executed perfectly.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just don't want
imagine what?
Well, all right. So who's running? The Democrats again. Biden's going to run, right? Is that official? I don't really pay attention to any of this shit.
I don't know.
Guys, I get all my news from you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like Prada picks up Biden, right? Mm-hmm. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that might be. I hope they do that. Everyone pick a side.
Wait, maybe it's
point.
Yeah, everyone pick a side. Everyone pick a guy and start making all your clothing based off that guy's logo.
That'd be like I don't know. You guys don't watch wrestling, but there was a WrestleMania. It was I think WrestleMania 16, where the McMahons like Vince, Shane, Stephanie, and they all picked the wrestler, and then it was like a fatal 4-way match. So like Vince had like The Rock, and then like
that's
Stephanie,
hilarious.
That's no. I don't want anyone picking sides. I just want to keep my clothes and my politics separate.
Yeah, I would like that, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be hard as more people like get involved with the shit. Like, did you see that Kanye's trying to be the director of Adidas, the creative director?
No, but it doesn't surprise me anything he does now. Nothing he does.
I know. So like I was reading this article of him saying like it doesn't make sense why they wouldn't make me a creative director. I'm like, yeah, it makes perfect sense, dude. You wear a MAGA hat. Like no one wants you to be directing anything. Direct your own shit.
But you know what? I'm going to say this, and people were always like, oh, he wants, he's full fledged, Trump supporter. Adidas 350 sales are going to go. They're doing better than ever.
Yeah.
If that, you know what I'm saying? So that hasn't, people are still like, oh, I want the latest Yeezy, whatever, the 700, the 500, it's so, I get what you're saying. You're like, oh, as soon as that hat is should stop. But no, people still.
Oh, shit. I just thought about, because he's trying to get Red October back, right? He was, that was a thing he was trying to do a while ago, right?
I think so.
Oh, no.
But I think that colorway is the Red October colorway is so 5 years ago, but the only thing I say, no, it was obviously on the Nike Air Yeezy 2. It's probably one of the greatest. Like if you see someone wearing, you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
But the Red October shit is like, Let me ask you both a question.
Yes, okay.
And Chris, this is more like I think you may be able to answer a little bit better, but
I'm hurt.
no, you. If hold on, Tanner, you're gonna be able to answer this too. But hold on, all right.
Hope so.
What do you when you see someone wearing something like, say, like a Red October, like you know, a sneaker that on this the resale market is $7,000. If you saw some guy outside, would you automatically think that they're fake, or would you say?
No, I assume they're real until I get close. Yeah. I pretty much assume everything is real if I see it.
Okay.
That's so funny. Everything I'm like, this is fake. This is fake. Everything I assume is always fake until I get close to it. Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? I guess I have to look at the.
Assume it's real.
You assume it's real?
Yeah, because I see in my industry in photography, I see so many people walking around with like $40,000 cameras that don't know what they're doing. That I'm like, people have a lot of money. Like,
they have a lot. Yeah.
I think people just have a lot of money to spend. So I always assume they're just trashing their sneakers.
Well, it's kind of like how you used to buy the LV stuff and you were rocking around. You know what I mean? Like that was real. You didn't know what you were doing. You just had the money. You wanted it. I feel like everyone's kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah. Because all right. So I was in Manhattan a couple weeks ago walking around, and I saw this girl. She was talking to another girl. The girl had on a pair of Yeezy 350. It was the black and Oreo colorway, but.
Oh, the zebras.
Not the zebras. No, they were all black with the Oreo stripe with the white.
Oh, I got you.
Now, I knew they were fake as I continued. Like at first I was like, oh, that's dope. But then as I got closer, I was like, oh, these are definitely fake because the white stripe was extremely white. And it's supposed to has like a cream, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, do you think people knowingly purchase fake sometimes and just be like, well, people, or do you think people just sometimes they get got?
We've talked about fakes a lot
because we care.
We do.
I know. We end up talking about fakes all the time.
We've never really satisfied this conversation, though.
I know. It's so interesting because it's like, I think they got. I think that's part of my problem with the whole fake thing. And then the Supreme store, whatever. I think it's that's an exception where like they're getting away with a lot and people don't care because it just says Supreme. But I feel like they got, and I don't like it.
Because I see I'll see a dude wearing a pair of Tom Sachs, which is like the sneaker that I've always wanted. And now they're like $4,000, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, like they're wearing fuck. And then my boy, he's like, yo, Lawrence, 95% of these Tom Sachs that are walking the streets are like fake.
Yeah.
And he's always sending me like shit on Reddit, like, where people have these one of one fakes from China or, and it's so. Like, I don't know. I don't assume that everything people's wearing fake. Like, I'm just like Becky. I'm like, people fucking have disposable.
So much money. So much money we don't have.
To blow.
Yeah. I'm trying to. But sometimes the fake flex is actually kind of tight. Like, if you do it on purpose, like, ironically, I guess this is why we always have this conversation because it's like sometimes it's cool.
To wear fake shit?
Yeah, like Malia, who's been a previous guest, and then she told me about that website. And when Kelly was here the last time, we were going through it and we were looking at all the fake shit. She went on there and bought a bunch of fake shit, and she just had this fake.
Who? Kelly or Malia?
Malia. She just has this fake closet now where it's like she does it ironically and it's funny, and it's like Balenciaga spelt wrong on some of the shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like
I see people wearing that type, like the Gucci spelled incorrectly. Or
like that to me is fine. For some reason.
Got you.
Like when you do it on purpose and it works out, I don't know, man. The fake thing is just so interesting. We always come back to this.
Because it's a thing. It's a real thing in fashion, man, where, because I think the sad thing is so many people want to dress extravagantly.
Yeah.
But then people's wallets, and then, some people will say, fuck it, I'll go above and beyond and extend myself where they can't, where they shouldn't. And then some people are like, fuck it, I'm just going to go out there, purchase the fakes, and be good.
Like, I guess I own fake stuff, but it's stuff like I've made. Like, remember I have that Indians jersey that says Wild Thing? This is like from early bit from like when we first started the podcast.
I remember.
Yeah, that's not an official jersey. That's fake. And it's also like from a movie, which is like makes it even faker. Like I had to have some guy custom make it.
Well, you get customs, yeah. Like a guy like Fabulous. Like I remember when when the jersey craze, 2002, 2000. Like he had so many like customs, and even recently, like he'll wear like the Bel Air jersey, or like Sunset Park jersey. He was wearing a lot of custom shit.
Custom shit is fire.
Custom shit is. I think custom is cool, but I think when you get to that fake
shit is not fire.
Knowingly, if you get got, what you gonna do?
I don't know. It's so interesting. I still have to do my 350s. I have those all white ones I still haven't touched.
Yeah, they're turning brown now, buddy. They're turning to dust.
No, they're in the box. They're
You gotta do something with them quick.
I know. What do you think I should do, Tanner? You got anything?
I don't know.
Don't copy anyone.
No.
Don't copy anyone.
Don't
Copying is bad. But then people copy all the time, and then people do it badly on purpose, and then they wear it and it's cool. This is a complex. This is a hard topic. One day we'll figure out what to do with the fake shit. We'll have a hard stance. We just dance around it for right now. I don't know. But
did you see that Fear of God? There's new Nike images of orange pair of Fear of God.
Oh, the 180s?
Not the 180s, the Fear of God ones.
An orange pair.
An all orange pair.
What kind of orange?
Like an orange. Like like if you were to go to a store and purchase an orange.
Okay.
You would see the orange colored Fear of God ones. This is a summer.
Holy Nikes.
Wow.
Ay, Dios mío. Hey, let me see that for a second. Mm-hmm. That's too much. That's a lot. Who?
That's a lot.
I mean, someone can pull these off. They match my hoodie I'm currently wearing, though. So now I'm like, maybe I can get them. You ever bought shit just because it'll match something?
Yeah, I've done that in the past. Yes.
I bought this. This is actually one of my new cops. I haven't bought 10 Deep in years, but this is 10 Deep hoodie, but it's a Pokemon collab. When I saw this shit, I was like, I need this. Because I have a pair of Iversons, and then those pump bringbacks, I have that orange. I've never really matched anything. I was like, yeah, first off, it's Pokemon, so I'm already buying it. This shit is great. It's Team Rocket based. It's bad guy situated. I don't know. I liked it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I got like 3 shoes this will match. I'm definitely buying the shit.
So what do you I think this collab is taking a it's interesting how it's played out.
Bad turn, if you ask me. I think they're doing too much.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think people were so excited off of how Virgil and Off-White handled how the Nike collab went, and people were like, this was like in a sense revolutionary. And if you look at it from like a sneaker and aspect, but when Jerry got the call to do the Nike shit, people were like, all right, Fear of God is going to be, but it's turned out to be like not as.
I'm not going to say it's flopping, but I will say a lot of people are skipping on it.
Yes, it's definitely it's not as from the Skylines, like like the Skylines fitting incorrectly and being overpriced to these like 180s and the only and then the orange Fear of God, like it's very underwhelming. A lot of people.
Well, I don't know why they just didn't do it like they did the yellow ones. The yellow ones were great. We're just the white sole,
yellow.
That's too much out there. The all orange, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know what it feels like. It feels like how Kanye had his all red Octobers. I feel like because you get a lot of Fear of God one. Like a lot of people compare it.
Really trying to find the formula.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're looking for like a template. I think they're really trying to find the right way of sequencing a collab with the shoes. Because I think with Virgil, they realized it was too much. At some point, they had to be like, all right, this is enough. We've done.
But even though people feel like the Virgil collab was too much, I mean, dude, even you still look at the last pair that just came out, the Air Max 90s, people were going crazy for them shits.
Yes, they were.
So it's like, the shit still had juice. Like, I mean, it felt like there was a lot of colors, but they kept it limited, and the shit still had a lot of heat.
Did you see the water bottle yet? I'm trying to pull it up.
No, dude, show me that.
It's stupid. It's like what we said, and everyone knew this was going to happen, but it was basically just the fucking quotes on it. Rainbow inside. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but...
Oh, so he's doing... wow.
Like, what a lazy check that Evian threw out there just to get the... his
Yeah.
little catchphrase. There was another one I saw that was a little more, had like dots on it and shit. Hold on, cover me while I try to find that one.
You got it, bro. So, in other news, is NBA star Kevin Garnett, former NBA star, his estranged wife is demanding $2.3 million a year in a divorce as she fights for physical custody of their 2 daughters. It's sad, man. Divorce sucks.
Wait, when did this become TMZ?
I don't know.
I can't make it. I found it. I can't make it bigger, but it has quotes on it somewhere. But it's basically it's just circles on it. Like I don't. Man, that was. I said this right when it first happened. But I was just like, yo, first off, that's a stupid check to throw out there, Evian. But then he didn't really do much. And you know what? I'm being a hater because, as we discussed before, like this is just what he does now, and like that's his catchphrase. It's just quotes on shit.
There you go.
So
Hey, anything you're excited about this week?
excited about.
Like happy about?
Yes,
Let's hear it.
I saw that they're making the 3s in the OG Air Max 1 colorway.
The Tinkers are releasing on March 30th.
Yes,
They are.
And they come with the swoosh is removable.
Ooh.
And they come with 4 different ones. It comes with like a cement one, a white one, a red one. So, you know what? I was actually thinking, and I think they're just going to keep the 3 with the swoosh now. I think they're done with the non-swoosh 3s, unless it's a retro. Like any new 3, it's going to have a swoosh on it.
I've seen, like, I do agree, not agree with you, but I see that a lot of times they're pushing that model. With the check, like you remember the Oregon.
Which that one had the removable shit that had the Velcro.
They had the Velcro. The Justin Timberlakes. They're doing. There was rumors that there was going to be a black and cement Tinker. 3.
Yeah, definitely. I think any new model from now on is just going to have that swoosh. Rob Hayes is just.
Well, I still
angry in the corner, going, "Get the swoosh away from my 3s."
I still think that Nike's going to they're gonna like you said, new color. Like they're still gonna retro the white and cement 3s. Those are gonna get with the Nike Air on the back.
Yeah.
That stuff will get
the
retro.
core retros. I think they'll keep swooshless, but I think from now on, I don't. Why would they do? You think they're gonna try to slip in the swoosh on other ones?
What do you mean?
Like the next one, like all right, we'll try to figure out where to put the swoosh on the 4.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. If they did, I think that would be because like even with Tinker's done, they have like Tinker's Air Jordan 6s and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't have a swoosh.
They don't have swooshes, so I think they'll just figure out how to butcher. Gentry is back at Nike. He's back at Jordan, and Gentry was the guy who fucking kind of ruined retros, like 6-7 years ago. And let's see where he takes it now.
Wait, why do you say he ruined retros?
He ruined. I mean, he didn't ruin it, but he didn't do a good job.
Are you talking about the remastered shit?
Not even the remastered shit. Hold on. Well, I'm talking about Gentry Humphrey.
Yeah.
So
No, but for the audience, I was trying to get you to break it down for them.
There was he had like a lot of shitty retros under his watch. I'm trying to think of like he left Nike. He left Jordan Brand, I think, in 2011, and I'm trying to think. There was that time frame. Like I can remember 2008. They had like the countdown packs, which was garbage. The quality was garbage. Nike basketball actually was like, to me, like they had more, flair than.
Yeah.
And now, and then now he's back. I mean, now he's had some great releases under his belt, like Undefeateds and like DMP packs and shit.
Yeah, I feel like he was more collab focused than.
Yeah, but I didn't like, and once he left, it kind of became like a little bit. Jordan Brand got a lot of his luster back. If you're talking 2011, 12 on, there was some great, from cement 3s to Jordan 6s, and like a lot of things, were better.
Wait, that was. They did the remastered program right after that, right? What was that, 13? They did that?
What, remastered Air Jordan 1s and stuff? Like, or just
that whole campaign that they did, how like we're going back and we're fixing all this shit.
I think it was around 2013, 14.
Oh, we've never really talked about that, but I guess there's nothing really to talk about. That was just a weird thing how they were like admitted that all their they were fucking up. They're like, we're gonna go back and make everything better again.
Well, yeah,
but then we're also gonna put up the price.
Well, that's another thing too. I mean,
yeah,
you look at fuck. I remember Jordan 11s.
Uh-huh.
Now $220, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the retail. This is what 2019. I mean, I can remember 2001. I think a pair of Jordan 11s were like 125 or 140 bucks.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you look at even a pair of Air Jordan 1s. 2001, they were 80 bucks. Can you imagine getting a pair of black and red Air Jordan 1s, 2001 edition for 80 bucks?
That's crazy.
Now you look at them and now they're 160 bucks plus tax. So it's double.
Yeah, it's insane.
And that's just, and people pay for it.
I only got one of the quote unquote remastered Jordans, and it was the Bulls Over Broadway 10s.
Okay.
And I regret getting them because I think I've talked about this before, right? Those are the squeakiest Jordans.
Yes.
Yeah, they squeak, and now I can't wear them.
Really?
Yeah, I hate the squeak.
I hate the squeak.
Can't you like put something on them?
I was gonna ask you, yeah.
I don't know. I've tried to troubleshoot this issue many times, but everyone is also like, yeah, I can't get it to not squeak either. I've never met someone who has a pair of 10s that I think it's the left one. It always squeaks.
Really?
Just like, put some mud on it or something.
Tanner,
What?
think about what you just said. You just asked me to put mud on my shoes.
Yeah, stop squeaking.
Okay.
That happens with a lot of retro, a lot of Jordans. I have a pair of 3s that squeak. I mean,
You have squeaky 3s?
I have a pair of
Damn.
Yeah, I have sneakers that squeak. I mean, listen, when you really break it down, these are shoes that someone created in a factory.
Mm-hmm.
The price of them is, it really costs what, $5, if that, maybe $3.
I feel like on average shoes cost about don't quote me, but I think it's close to $20 on average.
Okay, so you're saying if a shoe?
Now, actually, I'll go 15.
Okay,
That sounds really high.
that's what I was gonna say, Becky. That sounds high, right?
That's extremely high. It's
I know.
not that much.
I don't want to give too much information out. But from what I've understood in the backgrounds of the shoes I've worked with, it's been in that range where I was surprised it was that high. But I mean, if you think about it like how you would clothing, it's sort of, if you go like the double to wholesale, then double to retail, it kind of makes sense.
We'll talk later.
Okay. The shoes I'm aware of how much they cost, it was around that.
Well, I'm actually, you know what, Chris?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say this. You are correct.
I know.
I pulled up an article where it said that, for a pair of Jordans are manufactured in China and reportedly cost Nike a bit more than $16 a pair.
Yeah.
Which, Becky, I thought it was high as shit too.
That's like 4 times what I was expecting.
Me too.
Well, some of the more basic ones, which I don't know, I haven't worked with many basic shoes, but I can't imagine it would take more than $7 to make some slip-ons. You know what I mean? Like some of those shoes, it's like, if someone took like one of those Bob shoes, like a regular pair of like Marshalls, whatever, and they were like, here, these cost like $4 to make. Like that would make complete sense to me.
Those cost like pennies to make. They're
Yeah,
just glued together.
none of that would surprise me. But I'm just saying the shoes that I'm aware of, it's more in that range, and it's more shoes that me and Lawrence would seek after to buy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still seems excessively high.
Yeah,
It does.
For a
And
factory
does.
situation, like mass produced like that, that's a lot.
yeah.
It would surprise me if like Louis bags cost that much to make, quite frankly.
I would think so because of, I guess, the leather quality.
Once you're making like so many in such like a efficient situation, like the price goes down so much.
I'm more interested in trying to like know what those fucked up shoes. They have like that fucked up trend now. I forget which brand it was. I think it was actually Balenciaga, but they have the ones where like all the glue is exposed. We've talked about them before, and I got mad at them. I was like, this is stupid. But those seem like they must cost a lot because of how fucked up they need to look. Like that's not a normal technique. You can just tell a factory like. You can't match the like I don't know how they would do it. Like what kind of mold process there would be if there is any. If there's a guy with just like a fucking squirt gun just going you know what I mean?
What was that noise?
I don't know what that was. Yeah, but I don't know if the guy's just like spraying shit. I don't know.
I don't know if I believe that number. Like says who? Says who they cost $16 to make. Like, does Nike want you to think that? Probably, so that you feel like they're retailing at an appropriate amount. But like that.
See,
that's a suspicious number. I would really question like where they're getting that from.
I'm with Becky because I'm thinking like under $10. I'm thinking like
8 would be high.
There you go.
Like the highest end shoes should be under $8.
No way. The highest end?
I mean, Chris, like they're doing it in like a matter of a minute when you really break it down, a minute or two, and like that labor is not expensive. You're essentially you're only paying for materials plus like maybe 10-20% for labor.
Mold fees are crazy.
Sure, but like that divided in between like hundreds of thousands of orders doesn't bump it up to like dollars and dollars per unit.
No, I'm agreeing with you. The shoes I was talking about were ones that me and Elle would like to get. Those other ones, yeah, it's pennies, I'm sure.
I'm talking about those ones. I'm talking about the ones you guys want.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm on this website and it's saying that the first the Adidas Yeezy Boost is $750. This one, the high top one, right?
Yeah.
The production cost.
Wait, let me guess. The production cost?
Well, the retail cost for the sneaker is $350.
Yes.
What was the production? What would you say the production cost is?
12.
Okay, no,
How much?
$76.
No way. That's fucking full of shit.
Now I can understand slightly because remember you had like zippers and you had different things that needed to go into the sole, the boost sole. It was super limited, I think, because obviously they're not making a ton of profit off of the first.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were able to figure out how to bring production costs down, but I can see certain sneakers with what goes into it, the production costs are higher. Because once again, like you said, Chris, you think like a pair of like Don C2s with, they're like the leather, quote unquote, quilted leather.
Yeah.
It's definitely not going to be the same production cost as.
Yeah, no, it's definitely changed. And you know what? All right, if you think about quantity, because they obviously jack up the price of the order if there's a low quantity. They have to make it worth it. So, yeah, but even I don't know about that one. I'm less on board with that. What'd you say, 76? Is that what you said?
76, that's what I'm, yeah. And
God damn. That doesn't even, all right, so then you double that, that's 150, and then double that, that's 300. You're only making $50 on each shoe? Nah, I don't know.
But like, what are they putting into production costs? Like, is that the freight to get it over here? Is that having the retail locations to house the shoe? Is that paying the salespeople? Like, are they counting everything up to the point of sale? If so, then sure. $75 seems somewhat reasonable.
Nah, I mean, maybe
the retailer's got to get their cut. Everyone's got to get their cut.
Yeah, and that you're only saying there's $50 between the cost if you do like the how you.
And that is why Foot Locker invested $100 million into GOAT, because they are like, fuck that. We're trying to eat a lot more.
Yeah.
That's why you see shit like this. It's a dirty game out here, man.
It is a dirty game. Speaking of dirty games, did you see the Skechers jab at Nike?
Yes, it did. That was whatever teenager runs their social media. He did a good job.
Dan, did you see this?
Yeah, just blew it. Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah. Just blew it. In reference into the Zion shoe. I was very impressed about how they managed to not show a Nike logo in here. Like they angled the shoe and someone photoshopped it nice where there's no...
Yeah, you can't show a fucking Nike logo.
No, I was just impressed. I was just like, oh wow, they really got rid of all of it and you can't even... That's nice.
Will sue
Good for
the
them.
shit out of them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Come on, man. They'll get sued, man. I'm actually, Becky, you asked Chris what was he excited for this week. I'm actually excited for these Nike, and once again I think I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, Saki.
Sakai.
Sakai. I don't know if is it pronounced Sakai?
Sashi, I don't know.
Saki.
It's the double shit though you're talking about, right?
Saki. Yeah. Their waffle blazer. Their waffle runners are releasing this Thursday. And then the Blazers are releasing sometime in April.
The Blazers are fire.
I'm actually on the opposite spectrum. I like the waffle a lot.
Wait, show me the waffle again. I've seen them, but it's the...
Okay, in previous episodes, you guys wanted cool bowling shoes, and I think that is pretty close.
Pretty close to...
to bowling shoes?
Like super fun, like actually cool bowling shoes. Because of the block color pattern, and they look kind of like retro 70s shades of leather.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely... That waffle design is definitely a 70s model. That's an early Nike model.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Oh, boy. Well.
I'm a big fan. I think those are one of they. I know it's early in the year, so I don't like to do this, but I think come December we're gonna be talking about this shoe, and it's like, oh shit, this might be like one of the shoe of the years.
That whole collab is kind of slept on, maybe because no one could pronounce the name, so they don't want to talk about it. But like they've been coming out steadily with shoes with that company for a while now. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen anybody wear them, talk about them. They're never on any sneaker app. No one's talking about how they bought them at round 2 or anything. Like, where are they releasing those? Are those coming out in the U.S.? Like,
yeah, they're coming out in the U.S. Thursday. There was a website in Japan that released them earlier last week. Yeah.
That seems like a Japan heavy, like Japanese people like that shoe.
Oh, of course. Yeah. They. Those
what,
are,
Tanner?
Just like, yeah, Japanese love color. They'll fucking love these shoes.
Japanese fashion is very interesting, and I think actually, you know what? I'll die on this hill too. I think they're doing better than New York.
Okay.
I think they're more progressive with the trends that they follow over there.
Yeah.
Like I know in New York City, yeah, you can kind of get away with wearing anything, and like I feel like in Japan, it's kind of that similar vibe, but like it's more tasteful to me.
In Japan, yeah, I think Americans we get a lot of our fashion from, like you said,
absolutely,
from Japanese.
We're appropriating the shit out of their culture.
I don't know if we're appropriating their culture, but I think they definitely.
I think so. We've discussed it before. I feel like some brands are appropriating Chinese and Japanese culture.
Chinatown Market.
That's one example.
Mm-hmm.
You said New Brooklyn before, and you saying the people could get away with stuff. Today in Brooklyn, I saw a guy with one of the frames of one eye frame glasses was a square, the other one was a circle. What do you guys think of that? Was that cool or is that bad?
I hope the guy trips and falls and the glasses break.
I don't think that's cool.
No.
Yeah, and he also had 6-inch soles on his Timbs.
6-inch Timbs?
They look like
he dead ass as shit though.
Platform
Timbs?
Yeah.
They have the hidden heel Tims this year. You get 6 inches and they just look like a boot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh no, this guy
Wait,
was
Beck, you
walking
gotta
on
pull
the
those up.
platforms.
Okay, they're for girls.
Yeah, you got to pull those up. I gotta fully understand. I gotta see those to understand what's going on there.
But you don't dig the different
No.
shapes
You know
in
what?
the 6-inch Timbs?
You know what? I got to see the glasses, but it's so weird.
I didn't take a picture. I took a picture of the shoes, but
because I'm so used to seeing like uniform frames.
Uh-huh.
Everything.
Look, it's hidden. Like you wouldn't know. Internal wedge.
Oh, okay.
6 inches. Just looks like a regular boot.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool.
All right, that's not. I thought I was gonna get angry at that, but no, I'm cool. That's good. You should get those.
No, I don't like heels.
Why?
They hurt.
You should get a pair of Timbs though.
I will.
Nice.
No heels though. Who am I
Tim
kidding?
season's almost over.
Yeah. New York, New York has been very lucky this winter if you're, like wearing your very nice clothes.
We have.
Because we have not really had bad snow.
I know. I wore my SBs all winter.
Wait, what is that? Oh God! Look, this is the way I'll put this. I
showed him a picture of the glasses that
Let's
I saw.
see.
I don't want anyone to get hurt. Right? I would never wish any bad physical ailment on anybody. But what I do hope is this guy stubs his toe for the rest of his life for wearing this.
So for the listeners out there, yeah, it's one rectangular frame. I mean, there's a frame and then another circular frame, like meshed into one. And
How much did you pay for that?
I don't know. I saw them online for $40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just saw him today. I'm like, oh, this is the most hipster guy I think I've ever seen in my entire life. This is incredible. And he's like clearly shorter than his girlfriend, so he wears the big platforms just so he can be taller.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay.
Hey.
But also, I wish him well. I hope he figures his life out.
I wish him well.
Good luck, buddy. You know what I did see? What? We should have a segment where if we see somebody out in the wild with a dope outfit, we should talk about it because I got very excited. So someone was wearing my Sonic the Hedgehog spray ground bag, but he was also wearing the Sonic the Hedgehog Pumas. Mm-hmm. And only someone like me I made the bag, so I just recognized that. But then since I love Sonic so much, I recognized they were the Sonic Pumas. Mm-hmm. I saw him and I yelled at him and was like, yo, Sonic is the shit! And it was just right as the subway door shut on the train he was on. He looked and he gave me the thumbs up. It was such a great moment. I loved it. Shout out to that guy. So fuck glasses guy. Shout out to Sonic guy. Sonic guy's the man. Yeah, I just want to shout him out. I'd like to. He doubled down on the Sonic. And I respect that so much.
Lawrence is just like looking Chris almost dead in the eye, just smiling. Like, yeah, Chris, good job, buddy.
I think
Good job.
I think Lawrence likes to leave me on the edge once per episode.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how I could segue to something else in my mind. I'm like, all right, so Sonic the Hedgehog, video
Going
game,
fast.
going fast.
Going for it. He
Focus.
likes chili dogs.
Still nothing.
He has a
Dogs.
friend that's a fox.
Tails.
His two tails.
Shadow.
Still nothing.
There's how do you pronounce what Knuckles is?
Echidna.
Echidna.
Nothing.
Okay.
Eggman.
Eggman, Robotnik, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That was a great game for Sega. I mean,
Big eyes.
his shoes are one of the most iconic things about him.
Yeah.
Why has no one made a Sonic the Hedgehog shoe yet? Like a good one.
They're just red, right? They're just like red.
Yeah, but no, they got the gold buckle. They got the white stripe. Like you could do something with the sock on the top. You know what I mean?
Got you.
You should.
Okay.
That's what you should do with your triple whites. Turn them into.
Oh, Tanner coming in hot.
This whole time I've been trying to think of something, and that's.
Yeah, now I'm gonna make Sonic the Hedgehog shoe, guys. This is pretty fucking fire. Thank you, everybody that supported me up to this moment. Thank you, Tanner, for helping me get here.
Oh, I better get tagged when he posts these.
Me and my friend Revive Customs. I remember a year ago when the Roshi came out. Him and I were gonna customize a pair of Roshis to look like Sonic the Hedgehog shoes, but we never got to do it. We sketched it out. We did the whole thing. I even did extra sketches to like post to the story or whatever. We were trying to make this like a thing, and then we just never did it. Anyway, did that help you get anywhere with the
No,
segue?
I'm actually still trying to. No, I think we're just gonna have to go to the next topic cold. I think just figure it out.
What about Shadow is a part of the Sonic universe? Maybe Shadow will get you somewhere, right? Silver. Can you go off any of these? Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 was a very bad video game. There was like humans in it.
Well, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I just got word that that Nike and Saki have postponed the release for the waffles. So
Because they need to come out with a campaign so everyone can understand what.
there you go. So
understand how to say the name.
I think not only that, but I think the
Got you.
hype isn't as real as they expected it to be. So now they're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna generate more."
No one's talking about those shoes. No one gives a fuck about
We're
it.
gonna make Instagram ads. We're gonna.
Did you guys like the Saki Puma shoes collabs? I saw that when I was trying to look up what you guys.
I think
were
Becky
talking
pronounced
about.
it right too.
Saki?
I really think so. Yeah, it's not Sakai. It's Saki. It is Saki.
Like the drink.
Like Saki.
Like the drink.
Let's see. Yeah, it is Saki, I believe. I saw someone say Saki. Saki Puma.
Sasai.
It was my first try, so if I got it wrong, I don't feel that bad.
Sakai. Sakai.
Sassy.
There's a couple people in their living room just screaming at how stupid we are. They're like, these fucking idiots just trying to pronounce the name.
It's
I
like
like the
acai.
Puma collab though. I'm just gonna put that out there. I
wait.
think it's cute and affordable.
I'm gonna look up the Puma.
It's like acai with an S at the beginning.
There's also a couple pairs of slides.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big into slides.
Wait, is it just these Clydes?
No, I saw like 4 or 5 different things.
Oh wow, they did the double. Wow, they're really owning that double shit.
All right, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. Listen, fuck that, because I don't want the listeners to feel like we stupid as fuck. Let's figure it out. Hold on. I'm upset right now.
We started so strong with L nailing the math problem, but now we're over here going.
Hold on.
Oh, it's coming.
Same.
Sakai.
What app is that?
Sakai. It's Emma saying. So Emma like breaks shit down like, and you just Sakai.
Do you like and subscribe?
Sakai.
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 Saki.
Sakai. Hold on, wait, let me make sure, because I think she set me up.
She sounds like she's setting you up. She didn't even sound sure when she was saying it. Sakai.
No, fuck that. Hold up. Sakai. Yeah, Sakai. Yeah, because now I'm on. I had to. I had to go on Harper's Bazaar like to figure this one out. Yeah.
Damn, I would like to name the episode Sockeye, but no one gives a fuck about these shoes, so no one's gonna click on the link.
Saw SUHK, whatever dash KAI Sockeye. Sockeye. No,
Spelling the pronunciation version is wild.
I think that's a huge thing, yo, bro. For real. Like when people be like, yo, you got that Hermes bag, or you got that Hermes bag, or like, there's so many designers that people can't even fucking pronounce.
Yeah,
but they still want the product.
What's the Ye line? And All Falls Down.
Fuck.
It's about Givenchy, isn't it?
No, All Falls Down is not Givenchy.
No, Radio. Oh fuck.
Here we go.
Damn it.
Chris does that a lot to me. He's like,
do.
yo, you know,
Sockeye.
Oh, and then he had the line in Paris.
Is that Versace?
Yeah.
Versace.
That's the yes. And then he has a line in Paris, doesn't he, about something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanner.
Wait, is that All Falls Down?
I think it's All Falls Down. Yeah, Versace. Yeah. He says Versace and All Falls Down. I'm like almost positive. All right. Let's try to fill the thing so I don't have to edit anything. All Falls Down. Versace.
Here I got you.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce nothing now. Past that, Versace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I spent $400 on this just to be like, N-word, you ain't up on this. Yeah. No, but that's the thing. I'm serious. Like people purchase shit and then they don't know how to pronounce the.
Sockeye.
Sockeye. I think that is the perfect type. How do you pronounce Sockeye?
Hilarious.
Sockeye. Yeah, no, I think it's yeah. But either way, the hype is not on these sneakers right now. I think they're a beautiful collaboration. I think they're beautiful sneakers.
I do like those shoes. They're not one of them is like my style. I would wear them, but I think they're nice. It's just amazing that no one ever cared about them. I don't know.
I think when people are in the, Off-White and Fair God and and Jordans and Unions and all that other shit, sometimes nice sneakers like that get overlooked. You know
what was crazy too is no one. It's just about like people not caring about stuff. A$AP Rocky got fired from being a spokesperson for Under Armour. No one gave a shit. I don't think even people know that he's not on.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, I think they got mad at him because he like wasn't wearing Under Armour shoes. He was like wearing Dior shoes a lot. Mm-hmm. He was like on the 2 Chainz chip where it was just like expensive, high fashion shoes. Mm-hmm. And then they just dropped him.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like, how do you not just wear the shoes? Like, you signed that, you inked it, dude. Just put on the shoes and perform. It's like,
but you know what? There's plenty of brand endorsers who don't always wear. Like Allen Iverson's a perfect example. He's a Reebok guy, but Allen Iverson's been spotted in Jordans.
Yeah,
I mean,
he has a lifetime contract,
and like I said, he wears other shit, man. Jay-Z used to. I think Jay-Z with Reebok and and
Jay and 50 Cent were there at the same time.
Yeah, when Jay had the S. Carters, I mean, he was spotted wearing other things.
Yeah.
Just because you have I think you can't. And Becky, but you agree? Like just because you're like, all right, you're a brand ambassador. Can you only wear that brand?
No, you got to make it look like you.
There you go.
See, I would only wear I would only wear that stuff. Like if I'm the brand ambassador,
because you're loyal.
I am pretty loyal, Tanner. Thank you.
Because you're a whore.
I'm who? Are you calling me a whore or Tanner?
Yeah, you can be bought.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't like the way you're putting that. No, I create partnerships. Partnerships. I am not a whore.
Ted DiBiase voice. Everyone's got a price.
I don't like how this got turned on me.
$1 Million Man.
You know what?
That was my favorite wrestler. One of my favorite wrestlers too.
$1 Million Man.
You remember? You may not remember. You remember? You
Tanner doesn't know shit about dick.
Yeah, $1 Million Man. He had like a is white rich dude in the 80s, and then he had this black dude named Virgil. Like he was like his slave in a sense. Like Virgil would do all this dirt. That's how like fucking real wrestling, like so fucked up back in the 80s.
Yo, wrestling low key has been ahead of its time for years. Remember Goldust?
Goldust was amazing.
He made transgenders he was like the first transgendered wrestler thing.
He was.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Goldust was ahead of his curve, but yeah, $1 Million Man was everyone. That's why everyone's got a price, because he was to stuff money like $100 bills in people's mouth as his finishing move. So like you'd be like beat up, and you just put money in your mouth.
Yeah, Goldust's thing was to kick him in the nuts, right? That was his move.
Kick him and grab him in the nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Wrestling, what a time to be alive.
Still going on.
Still going on.
Yeah, still going on, but just different time. But yeah, so yeah, Chris, you can be bought.
I can be bought, I guess. Can you be bought?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a price.
Everyone's got a price.
Becky can be bought.
Ted DiBiase.
Tanner.
Yep.
I think you're unbuyable. You're unpurchasable, dude.
Thank you, buddy.
Nice. All right. How about we wrap this up? But is there, as our main Supreme correspondent, right? You got any updates on that end?
Nah, actually, this week, last week was the first online drop, or what? This week, or it was Monday, or last week, and whatever. It was a couple days ago. And I really wasn't feeling anything. So
yeah,
as the season progresses, like I said, when that, there's certain things I'm gonna look forward to. But I'm good right now.
Good right now. Yeah, I wanted those Jordan. Remember I was talking about I want those Silt 4s.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get them, so I went to A-Life and I bought my feelings.
That happens.
Yeah, but A-Life's new stuff is out, so shout out to them too. Go take a peek. They gave me friends and family because they're so nice to me. But yep, those are my guys.
Nice.
Yeah. So any final thoughts, guys? Want to go around the table one time? Say how you feel. Tanner, you want to start?
I don't like this. I feel all right. I've been having Lil Pump's Off-White song just screaming in my head for this entire episode.
Wait, Lil Pump has an Off-White song?
Off-White, all right, Off-White. It's just that for about 2.5 minutes. Just him screaming Off-White, all right, for 2.5 minutes. It's just been in my head in a loop.
Oh, I think that might be the title of this episode. Off-White, all right.
Off-White. Yeah, because I can't make it sockeye, so.
Off-White, all right.
Wait, can you throw that on for a second? Maybe plug that in.
I gotta download it.
What is that?
An ad?
I can't even tell. Is that your phone?
That's my phone.
Oh.
It was the ad.
That's the worst sounding song I've ever heard.
Off-White, all right. Off-White, all right.
Wow. Man.
Yes.
I told you.
That's pretty much that.
Jesus Christ. His career is just going to be screaming brand names, huh?
No.
Yeah.
You get mad about people referencing fashion in their designs, and then like musicians make like millions of dollars off of just blatant.
That's true, but I also don't like that.
No, but I mean, you don't get as angry. You're like, whatever, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, you're pointing out a very interesting thing. Now I have to reflect. I have to go in a room and sit down and really think about my feelings again. But anyway, and final thoughts, or do you want to end on that?
No, I think that's good.
Okay, great. Let's just make me a hypocrite somehow. All right, Alec, what do you got?
I just want to say thank you guys for listening, and everyone who listens and sends messages. You guys are amazing, and make sure you rate us and review us and give us 5 stars, and continue to share your thoughts and your opinions and questions and shit, and we will answer them. And that's it for me.
My final thought is fuck Becky for making me feel bad about myself. No, I'm just kidding. I love all you guys. And yeah, to bounce off what Lauren said, yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. Please, if you can, subscribe. We're on Spotify now. That's big. That's huge. I was fighting Spotify to put us on there forever, but now they finally did it. And we also have a website. Go to subpodcast.com. I made a little thing, you got the SoundCloud and the Spotify there. We're looking more official. So yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you.
And that's it. All right. Have a good week, guys.
Off-White,
That's a little Kinky 69 and at Human Places.
Hilarious.
3.
Oh yeah, not that Cheney.
LZD,